Coming up on this episode of WJMH Reports. March is Music in Our Schools Month. Find out why music is important to Marshall County schools and how Superintendent Dr. Shelby Haynes was recently honored for the impact she's made on music.
Then we will be highlighting a local tasty business that supplies much of the Ohio Valley snacking needs.
Finally, we'll take you to recent Marshall County Chamber of Commerce event.
Stay tuned. All of that and more on this episode of WJMH Reports.
Welcome to this edition of WJMH Reports. I'm Ella Kennan.
And I'm Penelope Petrucci.
During this March, Marshall County schools are celebrating music education by observing Music in Our Schools Month.
Here is WJMH reporter Holden Welch with more.
Music in Our Schools Month is an annual month-long celebration of music in local schools and the teachers that help make it possible. Marshall County School Superintendent Dr. Shelby Haynes signed a resolution making this the 39th annual MIOSM. Also, West Virginia Governor Jim Justice signed a proclamation recognizing March as Music in Our Schools Month in West Virginia. Choir and guitar director David Sherrick has always had a passion for music and he loves sharing it to his students.
I started out wanting to be a band director because of the influence of my band director that I had at Cameron High School, Mr. Fisher. He was my 5th grade through my sophomore year of high school.
At the 78th Annual West Virginia Music Educators Association In-Service Conference, the JMHS Percussion Ensemble and Sherrard Middle School Steel Band were selected as Ex-Honor Ensemble. Also, the John Marshall Chamber Orchestra was selected as Honor Ensemble. Strings teacher Justin Jones understands the significance of music education.
Our focus as teachers and educators in a school system to expose students to opportunities that give them the ability to have expression, collaborative elements, working with each other, working for something that's bigger than just you.
Music education isn't just about music. Students receive many benefits from participating in a music program. It brings students and the community happiness, confidence, and empowerment.
Thanks, Holden. There are many ways to support the local music programs. You can come to the concerts, make donations, participate in fundraisers, and more.
Dr. Shelby Haynes has been named West Virginia Music Educators Association Superintendent of the Year. John Marshall's high school band director, Tracy Philbin, nominated Dr. Haynes for the award. Dr. Haynes is thankful for the people she works with and the impact they make on Marshall County students.
I truly believe that these talented folks really change the lives of many children.
In February, Dr. Haynes was honored during the 2024 WVMEA conference in Charleston.
The Cockane Farmstead will be holding farmers markets every Wednesday throughout summer from 3 to 6 p.m. starting on May 29th. The market will be held at the Cockane House at 1105 Wheeling Avenue in Glendale, West Virginia. Vendors are required to do several things, including, but not limited to, sell locally grown produce, have proper signage with farm's name, address, as well as clear labeling of products and prices, offer fair yet competitive prices, secure the proper permits and licenses, attend every day of the market. For a complete list of rules and to register to become a vendor, you can visit the Cockane Farmstead website, cockanefarmstead.com. Again, that's cockanefarmstead.com. The fee for the market is $10 and can be paid in advance in cash at the event or by check.
To continue with what and all that can be celebrated in honor of March, this episode we're focusing on Social Workers Month. Social workers have many kinds of jobs they can do to help families and children, such as help through divorce, sickness, or unemployment. One organization that gives extra aid to families and schools is Communities in Schools. Not only does it help children thrive in school, but also gives hope in life through support and counseling. John Marshall High School is one of the over 3,000 schools that has this program to offer. JMCSI site counselor Janelle Armstrong enjoys being able to help those in need and being a safe place for students to go to.
We're the people who know what resources are out there, and so if a family is struggling, you go to a social worker, we're going to help you out and direct you to the services you need.
Social worker careers are one of the fastest growing professions currently, which is crucial with how important they are to the community. Coming up next, we'll take you to a local event where kids were treated like royals.
That and more right here on WJMH Reports after the short break.
You're watching a WJMH Media production. We're an entirely student-run broadcasting program based out of John Marshall High School, whose goal is to connect, entertain, and inform. Along with many John Marshall High School productions, WJMH Media has also worked with WTRF, the Wheeling Symphony Orchestra, Augusta Levy Learning Center, OVAC, West Liberty University, and the Marshall County Chamber of Commerce. You can follow us on Facebook, X, and YouTube at WJMH Media.
A monarch is fierce.
A monarch has pride.
A monarch is dedicated, determined,
and dominant.
A monarch isn't afraid of a challenge.
A monarch is strong-willed
and powerful.
A monarch is always ready for a battle.
A monarch is a leader.
A monarch's heart is fueled by fire.
A monarch demands attention.
A monarch is mighty in strength
and in spirit.
A monarch never backs down.
Whether on the field or in a classroom, a monarch always gives 100%.
Every time, no matter what.
Let's go Monarchs!
Monarchs!
We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Ella Kennan.
And I'm Penelope Petrucci.
Snack Brothers Incorporated has been in business since 1971.
Snack Brothers services Steubenville, Wintersville, and Weirton, as well as Burgettstown, Wheeling, St. Clairsville, Newell, Toronto, New Philadelphia, Bowerstown, and Cadiz. This local family-owned business does vending, washing machine and dryer rental, commercial coffee pot rental, and janitorial supplies.
Snack Brothers employs 3 full-time route drivers, 4 part-time route drivers, 2 full-time office managers, a full-time warehouse manager, a full-time maintenance supervisor, and a part-time maintenance supervisor as well. The business has grown a lot throughout the years and distributes Snyder of Hanover pretzels, Hearst potato chips, Wise potato chips, and Lance crackers. They also have vending machines and sell candy and more. Co-owner Edward DeCesar, along with Joe DeCesar and Rudy Piscarich, started out with Dandy potato chip routes before expanding throughout the years.
Then as time went on, we expanded down through the Wheeling Market area, down through New Martinsville, Sistersville, then actually clear out to Zanesville. Now we still go. So, it's been a growing process.
DeCesar and his brothers have worked very hard and made a lot of connections throughout the community to get the business where it is today. Snack Brothers has worked with both the Steubenville and Wheeling Chamber of Commerce and distributes snack products to local grocery stores throughout the Ohio Valley. DeCesar loves how having this local business keeps his family in the valley and has supported many over the years.
We've had many people, friends, family members that have worked through us throughout the years, probably well over 100. They've been able to support themselves and their families by us being here as Snack Brothers.
DeCesar and his brothers look forward to continuing to be a staple in the Ohio Valley for years to come.
Capes and Tiaras Fantasy Birthday Parties recently held its annual Princess Tea Party at the former Moundsville Penitentiary. The event took place on March 16th from 2 to 4 p.m. and had an amazing turnout. Princesses were spotted enjoying desserts while meeting other princesses. The event was enjoyed by children of all ages and was an amazing day for all to attend.
On April 27th, the Stern Theater will be holding its semi-annual yard sale. Until then, there will be days where donations are accepted. The donation days are Saturday, April 20th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., beginning Monday, April 22nd through Thursday, April 25th. Also, the yard sale will be having discounts and deals during the event. On April 27th, the event will run from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. and they will close for 30 minutes. It will reopen and all individual items will be 50% off or fill a box for $5. You can visit the Stern Theater's website to see more upcoming events at strandtheaterwv.com. Again, that is strandtheaterwv.com.
Coming up next, It may not always feel like it right now, but spring is here.
After the break, I'll sit down with Grandview Parks manager Craig White to learn about what the park is looking forward to this spring, along with how it's celebrating 50 years. Stay tuned for that and more here on WJMH Reports.
You're watching a WJMH Media production. We're an entirely student-run broadcasting program based out of John Marshall High School, whose goal is to connect, entertain, and inform. Along with many John Marshall High School productions, WJMH Media has also worked with WTRF, the Wheeling Symphony Orchestra, Augusta Levy Learning Center, OVAC, West Liberty University, and the Marshall County Chamber of Commerce. You can follow us on Facebook, X, and YouTube at WJMH Media.
Rope pride is not just a saying.
It represents who we are.
A pack of lions is called a pride.
The leader of that pride, the alpha lion, is called the monarch.
Here at John Marshall, our way of life requires teamwork,
Hard work and determination.
We don't just have pride.
We are pride.
Our pride is made up of each and every one of you.
When we stick together as a family, we can't help but succeed.
And when we roll pride, there's no stopping us.
Roll pride!
Who should recycle? Well, the easy answer is everyone, but there is a more in-depth answer too. I believe younger people should feel more inclined to recycle because they can help build their future with more resources instead of letting it go to the landfill. But that doesn't mean that others shouldn't recycle either. Parents and grandparents create the pathway for their children and grandchildren and set themselves as an example, so it's crucial that they can also help out. If everyone can try to do their part and recycle, then it'll help our generations and the future ones.
Welcome back to this episode of WJMH Reports. Grandview Park offers many fun outdoor activities and is an important part of the community. Joining me now to talk about all that the park has to offer and some upcoming events is Grandview Park General Manager Craig White.
Hi Penelope, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you doing?
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. It's the park's 50th anniversary. How are you celebrating?
Oh, we've got all kind of things planned. We've got once a month for the next 5 months, we'll be doing the fireworks shows in the evenings. We've got all kind of programs offered. Trishelle Riggle, one of your past students here and a past student of West Liberty, is our program director, and she's actually got all kind of things planned for the kids and for adults, something for everybody to do.
That's awesome. With spring here, what is the park doing to prepare and how can guests make the most of spring at Grandview?
Well, we have a lot of things happening. So this past year, we actually finished the overlook
awesome.
We paved all the way down to the platform. So it's a lot easier to access for everybody. So if they just want to come out and enjoy the beauty of Moundsville and take a look at the city and get their picture taken on the Almost Heaven selfie swing, you can get that done. Now, if you just want to walk through the trails and things like that and enjoy nature, you can make that happen. We just put a brand new bike station up at the trailhead, so if you're a mountain biker, you can come out and enjoy that, and we have all the tools in case your tires fall off. So we're ready to go to help you out from that perspective as well.
Thank you. I've heard there's an apple orchard dedication happening at Grandview. Can you explain more about this and how local students are involved?
Yeah, I'm very excited about this. So, it's our 50th anniversary on May 4th, which is our birthday. That's the actual birthday of Grandview Park. Awesome. We will be doing a dedication to the Gold Star Mothers and Families Memorial Apple Orchard. Okay, so we're planting 55 apple trees. And each one will signify a county in the state of West Virginia. So we have some students from John Marshall coming up to help us plant on April 4th. And then from there, we're going to, May 4th, dedicate it. We have Sarah Valley coming back to actually sing the national anthem. We'll have the honor guard, we'll have some food, some music, as well as that evening, we'll kick off our big celebration with our first fireworks display that night.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Speaking of students, I know you have a great partnership with Marshall County Schools, which translate to the Grand Adventure Leadership Camps being offered at Grandview this summer. Can you explain more about those camps?
The Grandview Adventure Leadership Camps are unbelievable. It's all taught by teachers here at John Marshall within Marshall County. And We have 7 weeks. We're generally between 75 and 100 students or children that are going through the camp each week. They get to use the pool, they get to use a lot of the different activities, but they're taught about nature, they're taught about what it means to be a leader in the community at such a young age. And that to me is what this is all about. We need to continue to promote people stepping up and being able to help us with that leadership role.
Thank you. What are some of the park's upcoming events that you are most excited for?
Well, July 13th, we've got a huge reverse raffle. So our goal is to raise $25,000 for family programming at the park. As I said, we've got so many different activities planned, but we just finished a lot of infrastructure work. So we just completed some concrete jobs that we wanted to make the playground area look a lot better. So the pool, obviously, this year we get to open up at the beginning of May as opposed to July last year. So our goal is to have a full year of everybody being able to enjoy what I consider a water park, not so much a pool. So have you had the opportunity to come up?
Yeah, it's awesome. My sister loved it. My little sister kept
Good.
asking me to get on the slide with her.
We saw 15,000 people in a month and a half last year come through that pool. So
that is awesome.
Yeah, we had people saying things like, we had a young kid actually made a comment, "Hey Dad, I want to go get something to eat." And he's like, "Hey, hold on 1 minute. I want to go down that slide one more time." So that's music to our ears, and we're excited to be part of the community for all of that to happen.
Thank you so much, Craig. For more information on Grandview Park, please visit the website at grandviewpark.com. Again, that is grandviewpark.com. Coming up soon on WJMH Reports, find out about a local creative writing workshop. Stay tuned for that and more after this break.
You're watching a WJMH Media production. We're an entirely student-run broadcasting program based out of John Marshall High School, whose goal is to connect, entertain, and inform. Along with many John Marshall High School productions, WJMH Media has also worked with WTRF, the Wheeling Symphony Orchestra, Augusta Levy Learning Center, OVAC, West Liberty University, and the Marshall County Chamber of Commerce. You can follow us on Facebook, X, and YouTube at WJMH Media.
A monarch is fierce.
A monarch has pride.
A monarch is dedicated, determined,
And dominant.
A monarch isn't afraid of a challenge.
A monarch is strong-willed
And powerful.
A monarch is always ready for a battle.
A monarch is a leader.
A monarch's heart is fueled by fire.
A monarch demands attention.
A monarch is mighty in strength.
And in spirit.
A monarch never backs down.
Whether on the field or in a classroom, a monarch always gives 100%.
Every time, no matter what.
Let's go Monarchs! Monarchs!
Welcome back. We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Ella Kennan.
And I'm Penelope Petrucci. The Marshall County Chamber of Commerce hosts its annual 19th Home and Business Expo inside the former Moundsville Penitentiary March 1st and continued on the 2nd.
The event featured dozens of businesses, contractors, organizations, and healthcare providers. Marshall County Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Scott Reger loves how this event impacts local businesses within the community.
It's an opportunity to showcase the businesses and the services in the county.
The event had multiple levels of sponsors, including platinum sponsors, which consisted of Unified Bank, WV Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital, and the Marshall County Commission. Wellness sponsor was Banco, and the spotlight sponsors Calc Ruth Roofing and Sheet Metal, WVNCC, Highmark West Virginia, and Beyond Balloons, along with the media sponsors WTOV9, The Green Tab, and iHeartMedia. Businesses promoted themselves by giving out merchandise, while nonprofit organizations shine light on their cause. For more information on this event, other chamber events, you can visit their website, marshallcountychamber.com. Again, that's marshallcountychamber.com.
Writing can be a challenging thing to do, but if you're interested in getting started, there is a creative writing workshop in Wheeling. This class will be focused on a short nonfiction writing about yourself while also having tips and tricks about writing and publishing. The workshop is led by Dr. Christina Fissinek, who has made and published many books. The workshop will be held on March 24th from 3 to 6 p.m. at Clientele Art Studio. There is a $25 entry fee to participate. To sign up, please email at clientelestudio.com. Again, that is clientelestudio.com.
The Marshall County Chamber of Commerce is hosting a ladies' luncheon. This event features occupational therapist Mary Laska, Marshall County School Superintendent Dr. Shelby Haynes, and CEO Launch Point Leadership Group, Ronna Reen Jackson. This event will be held on April 18th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. It will be held at Grandview Park. There are 3 sponsors that you can choose from. Ladies Luncheon event sponsor for $500. This includes event sponsor, table in front, logo on program, logo on ad board, program cover, recognition at the event, and logo in the advertisements. Table sponsors for $300, which includes 6 tickets, preferred tables listed on program with logo, and literature distributed at each table setting. Our Women's Wellness sponsor for $175, which includes 2 tickets to the event, lunch, social media advertising, name and program, and mention at the event.
The Benwood-McMecken Housing Authority is hosting a Nourishing Network. If you are a nutritionist, food pantry volunteer, parent, community gardener, student farmer, teacher, social worker, or health professional, this workshop is for you. Nourishing Networks is a healthy food access planning workshop to create a network of community members. This will help build more equitable food systems through community-level strategies. It is on Friday, March 22nd from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. This is a great way to gain useful knowledge and tools. For more information, you can email tingler@mountaineerfoodbank.org. Again, if you want more information, you can email etingler@mountaineerfoodbank.org.
The Stephanie's All-Star Foundation assists students and children with obtaining sport equipment. The eligible counties are Marshall, Ohio, and Wetzel. Some items available are softball or baseball spikes, batting helmets, football cleats, baseball gloves, and many more. To apply, please visit stephaniesallstars.com. Parents can apply for the children, or children can apply for themselves. Again, that is stephaniesallstars.com.
Coming up next on WJMH Reports, the CT Showcase recently took place at John Marshall.
Stay tuned for that and more after this break.
You're watching a WJMH Media production. We're an entirely student-run broadcasting program based out of John Marshall High School, whose goal is to connect, entertain, and inform. Along with many John Marshall High School productions, WJMH Media has also worked with WTRF, the Wheeling Symphony Orchestra, Augusta Levy Learning Center, OVAC, West Liberty University, and the Marshall County Chamber of Commerce. You can follow us on Facebook, X, and YouTube at WJMH Media.
Road pride is not just a saying.
It represents who we are.
A pack of lions is called a pride.
The leader of that pride, the alpha lion, is called the monarch.
Here at John Marshall, our way of life requires teamwork,
hard work, and determination.
We don't just have pride.
We are pride.
Our pride is made up of each and every one of you.
When we stick together as a family, we can't help but succeed.
And when we roll pride, there's no stopping us. Roll pride!
Who should recycle? Well, the easy answer is everyone, but there is a more in-depth answer too. I believe younger people should feel more inclined to recycle because they can help build their future with more resources instead of letting it go to the landfill. But that doesn't mean that others shouldn't recycle either. Parents and grandparents create the pathway for their children and grandchildren and set themselves as an example, so it's crucial that they can also help out. If everyone can try to do their part and recycle, then it'll help our generations and the future ones.
We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Penelope Petrucci.
And I'm Ella Kennan.
On Friday, March 8th, John Marshall sophomore students participated in the school's annual CT Showcase. WJMH reporter Alex Howard was there and has more on the showcase.
The CT Showcase is an important time for sophomore students to explore CT opportunities. Each program was represented by current teachers and students of the program. Marshall County Adult Education and CTE Services Coordinator Heather McCord loves watching how interactive the CT Showcase is for the students.
Getting to see some of the students who are really interested, asking questions, interacting with each other. Those who are already in the programs, when they get involved and really teach someone else, help them see what they're doing in their classes.
This is the second year John Marshall has run the showcase this way, but everybody involved knows how important it is for students to take a CTE class. Carpentry teacher Matthew Alai is proud of the programs that he helps represent.
Amazing programs down here, some amazing opportunities for students to learn a trade or a skill that's very marketable as soon as they walk out of the doors of this high school. So,
not only are CTEs important for specific skills, but they will also teach you soft skills that can be used to help students in any field. Pro Start student Isabella Wagner has picked up plenty of skills while inside of her CTE class.
Because it'll teach them life skills, like a little bit of business, a little bit of marketing, a little bit of, cooking, because you got to eat in the future.
Next step for the sophomores is deciding an interview on their chosen programs. Reporting from John Marshall, I'm Alex Howard with WJMH Reports.
Thanks, Alex. Many programs in John Marshall are also open to Cameron students. These students go to visit the showcase on Monday, March 11th.
Last week, WJMH Media freshman Ryan Himrod took some pictures of a recent John Marshall boys lacrosse game. Let's take a look.
Thanks again to Ryan Hemrod for providing us with this week's pictures. The CTE Showcase was a great opportunity for sophomores to see what they might be interested in for the future.
It'll be exciting to see how the future of students in the career of WJMH Media will continue our events and show.
Thank you all for watching this episode of WJMH Reports.
We'd also like to thank WLUTV and Xfinity for airing WJMH Reports.
We'll be back next week with more stories from around the community, right here on WLUTV. For Penelope Petrucci and everyone here at WJMH Media, I'm Mela Kennan. Thanks for watching and have a great day.
You're watching a WJMH Media production. We're an entirely student-run broadcasting program based out of John Marshall High School, whose goal is to connect, entertain, and inform. Along with many John Marshall High School productions, WJMH Media has also worked with WTRF, the Wheeling Symphony Orchestra, Augusta Levy Learning Center, OVAC, West Liberty University, and the Marshall County Chamber of Commerce. You can follow us on Facebook, X, and YouTube at WJMH Media.
Rope pride is not just a saying.
It represents who we are.
A pack of lions is called a pride.
The leader of that pride, the alpha lion, is called the monarch.
Here at John Marshall, our way of life requires teamwork,
hard work, and determination.
We don't just have pride.
We are pride.
Our pride is made up of each and every one of you.
When we stick together as a family, we can't help but succeed.
And when we roll pride, there's no stopping us. Roll pride!